I'm Sarah Woodbury, and I'd like to welcome you to the third video of our spring 2022 trip to Wales. We dropped our friends off at the airport and headed back into Wales. The first place we visited was Chirk, where we've never been before. And that's pretty much what you'll see in this video, is a lot of places where we stumble around looking for sites where we haven't been before. This is quite a little potty here. I mean, this is like, I am not that large of a person. Like being in a tiny RV or something. One place we stumbled upon at Chirk was Offa's Dyke, which stretches right through the estate in which the castle is built.
Henry made overtures to the Princes of Powys, hoping to get them on his side.
As they usually were, because they always allied with Ranulph. Right.
Yes.
Nearby is also the site of the Battle of Croghan, which Taryn and I are discussing in the video. That battle took place in 1165 between Henry II and a combined Welsh force that included Owain Gwynedd, his nephew, the Lord Rhys, and King Madog of Powys, Owain's perennial enemy/brother-in-law, for once fighting with him instead of against him. They defeated Henry's army, which was trying to force its way through a gap in the dike. The battle is marked by a 1,200-year-old oak tree, also shown in the video, and a field where the English dead are said to have been buried. We visit a lot of religious sites, which indicates the importance of religion to medieval people. What you see here are religious books, including the Bible, written in Welsh. At Chirk, we also learned about the first Bible translated into Welsh, which was commissioned in the 16th century by the owner of Chirk Castle. 3 copies were acquired by Mary Jones, whose home church we visited last week near Castell Dolforwyn. As the story goes, she walked over 20 miles, barefoot, from her home to Bala to buy them. As we traveled across South Wales, we visited many castles built by the Normans as they tried to gain a foothold in the region. Kidwelly. One day we visited 3 in a row. Kidwelly, Llanstefan, and Laugharne. All three have ties to the events I write about in the Gareth and Gwen medieval mysteries, set in the 12th century. It's at Kidwelly, for example, that Gwenllian, sister to Owain Gwynedd and wife of the King of Deheubarth, led Welsh forces into battle against the Normans. In the process, she was captured and executed, sparking an escalation in the war between the Normans and the Welsh. The ruined castle on the estate, you know? A lot more to the castle. Last week we visited the National Slate Museum located in Llanberis. This week, for the first time, we made it to the National Wool Museum, which Tarrant characterized as worth a visit. As you can probably tell, we like out-of-the-way places, and St. Govan's Chapel is certainly one of those. Like so many small churches in Wales, it is credited to a 6th century Welsh saint. Govan founded the church in this spot as a way to thank God for saving him from pirates. St. Govan's provides a sharp contrast to the bishop's palace at Lamphey, which was a luxurious country retreat for the bishops of St. David's. All the castles we saw this week were built by Normans, not the native Welsh, and the same names keep popping up. Among these are Clare, Barry, and Gerald of Windsor, who built both Cilgerran and Carew Castle. That's the remains of a shipwreck, the prow of which is still visible in the sand. We were fortunate to have several beautiful days this week, though we are always happy in the rain too. Rain is in the forecast for the coming days, which we'll share with you in next week's video. Thanks for watching my video. You can click on the playlist or subscribe to my channel to see more. There'll be a new video next week. If you want to check out my books, click on the link to my webpage.